So yes guys, we got the Apple Watch Series 7. It hurt the bank, but it was totally worth it, so please consider subscribing and sharing if you haven't already. But right off the bat, you guys can see that the screen size of the Series 7 is very big compared to the previous Apple Watch series. And it has this nice well-rounded corners, circular rounded, so it gives it a nice curve, as you guys can see. And when you put it at an angle like this, you can still see some of the screen thanks to those curved edges that Apple implemented on their biggest sized Apple Watch so far. So I got this in the 41mm version in the nice starlight color, and I think it really makes a nice shift of tone because normally all of my products on this channel are all black, but this nice white rose gold wristband and the nice starlight contour makes it all nice. So tomorrow I'm going to be dropping a day in the life video with the Apple Watch Series 7. But in the meantime, today's video is just more of a review and hands-on. So something I really like about the Apple Watch is how smooth the refresh rate is. It's just so snappy, responsive. Whatever you do, whatever you send it to do, it will do it so good. As you guys can see, it's just really clicky, really good. It's like the iPhone 13 Pro Max, but in the smartwatch world. And thanks to the bigger screen size, apps like the calculator are now easier to use. So you can see that it's more like the Apple iPhone calculator look, and it's a little bit bigger, so it's easier to use and to do your calculator math stuff on it, which is something I really like. So this digital crown here on the side of the Apple Watch allows you to scroll through different apps and windows. So as you guys can see, I'm just rolling it around and it's rolling with me. And if I click it from the main screen, it will bring me to all my apps I have. Now let's say I scroll it, I can minimize all my apps and have all my app folder in a smaller view. Or if I zoom all the way in, I could zoom into a certain app, and this one being the exercise app, and it'll bring me straight into the workout app, which is pretty cool. Now talking about workout, the Apple Watch gives you a bunch of cool functionalities in terms of tracking your workout. So you guys can see that they have the outdoor walk, the outdoor run, cycling. They have a bunch of things. And if you don't find the specific workout that you're going to do, you can always click add workout, and then you're going to click other, or you have a bunch of sports, basketball being my favorite, soccer, which is pretty nice, and then they also classify it in alphabetical order. So I'm pretty sure you can find whatever exercise that you're going to be doing here in the Apple Watch. Now moving on to the phone app, this is pretty cool. As long as you have your iPhone right near you, you could easily head over to the keypad and call whoever you want. Now you can always go through your contacts and scroll through there as well. So as you guys can see, I am currently getting a test call. It's coming in from my iPhone, and it is also coming through my Apple Watch. So I could decline it, I could answer it, and then I also have other text messages that I can send if I cannot talk. So right now I am filming a video, so I'm simply going to click sorry, I can't talk right now. So that's pretty cool if you're on the go, you're commuting and you're getting a phone call. Maybe it's at the back of your pocket, or maybe you're in a work meeting and you don't want to pull out your phone. You can simply head over to your Apple Watch and control your phone calls from there. It's pretty simple. And what's nice is if you miss the call, you can always call them back, message it, or simply dismiss that notification. Now, another thing I like about the Apple Watch is the fact that you can send messages on it. So as you guys can see, I just scrolled into the messaging app and I can click create a message. So there are some short suggestions right here that you can implement into your texting, and you can also change the language right over here, or you could create a message from scratch. Now thanks to the bigger screen size, which I can't get over, it looks really good, the Apple Watch keyboard is still small, but you can still maneuver around it. I have big fingers, but if you have small fingers, you could probably just text right on it by clicking it. But for us to have big fingers, you could easily just swipe through the keyboard. So just as you guys can see, I just wrote technology right by swiping it. Technology is amazing. See? Pretty simple, no errors. Now, let's say that you don't want to swipe or tap your message. You can easily come right over here at the voice typing option and say technology is amazing. Pretty easily done. Now you can either send that message or you could add more things to it. And what is pretty cool is that there is even the emoji keyboard. So there are some frequently used emojis, and then you can go in every emoji subject. And from there, you can click some objects and you can maybe put an iMac inside your message. Click done, you can add your contact, and voila, your message has been sent. Now, another app I'm sure lots of people will use, and myself included, is the Wallet app right over here. So it's pretty cool because you can add all your credit, debit cards, even some loyalty cards. Maybe you have McDonald's reward card or Tim Hortons reward card. All of those things, you can add them straight from the Wallet app in your phone, which will then automatically connect to your Apple Watch. And it's pretty simple. So let's say I have my debit card right here and I want to go over and tap it at the store. I simply need to double click the side button right over here and it'll pay, which is pretty nice. And then there's also a bunch of other apps. Now, what is cool is that apps on your phone, some of them are compatible with the Apple Watch. So for example, the Chess app is compatible. The chess game. There's also the score if you like following sports and all of that. And then what is cool is thanks to the cellular and GPS version that I have here, you can easily go into Google Maps, for example, and check the travel times to your work, to your home, or you could simply add an address. So tomorrow in my day in the life video, you guys are going to see how I use Google Maps to navigate to school. And then you have the App Store where you can add different apps that are Apple Watch compatible onto your watch, which is pretty cool. So you can simply come here, search it, and you're going to be able to find whatever app you want on your wrist if it is Apple Watch compatible. And then you also have some of your health apps. So as we talked about at the beginning, you have the workout app. You also have the mindfulness app. So if you'd like to take a moment to reflect, to breathe, or to relax, you can simply head on over to a session right there. And the Apple Watch will track how your body reacts, how your heart rate reacts to taking the time to relax and reflect throughout your day. And then you also have the sleep app, which is pretty cool, where you can track your sleep. Now, I haven't had this watch for more than 14 days. If anything, I've only had it for 5 days. So let's say you have it for 14 days or more. It will then give you an average right over here on the graphs of how well your sleep is and all that good stuff, which then you can access off of your wrist or onto your phone if you want to. And then you also have your exercise, move, and stand goals. So my goal is to burn 3,000 calories a day. I just put the Apple Watch onto my wrist like 30 minutes ago, so that's why I've only burned 8 calories so far just sitting and talking to you guys. And then I also have my 30-minute goal of exercise per day, as well as my goal to stand at least 6 hours of my day. So that is where you can see your activity, your steps, your total distance, and also how many stairs you've climbed. And then there's also other health apps, for example, the ECG scan, which you can set up on your iPhone, as well as the heart rate app. So right now, my current heart rate is at 75 beats per minute, which is not bad. And then you also have the menstrual cycle tracking and a bunch of other things like blood oxygen app. So as you guys can see, the Apple Watch does come with lots of good health and data apps to really track and tune into your body. Now, on the Apple Watch, there are a bunch of other cool tools. For example, you have your stopwatch right over here. You have your timers right over here. Then if you head on over here, you obviously have your calculator as we talked about. You also have your alarms that you can set up. And then down here you have your settings. So it basically looks like the iPhone setting menu, except it's a smaller version compatible for the Apple Watch, which is pretty nice. And then you also have all the third-party apps that you can add, as I talked about. Now, other than all of that, the Apple Watches, specifically the Series 7, has a bunch of other third-party apps that you can add, like I talked about. The YouTube Music app is my personal favorite because the Fitbit Sense, the smartwatch that I normally use, does not have YouTube Music, so I cannot control my music or listen to my music off of my Fitbit Sense. But on the Series 7 smartwatch right over here, it has YouTube Music, which is something that I really appreciate and I love, and I hope that Fitbit will soon add it to their smartwatches. Now you also have Shazam, which is pretty cool. You can Shazam right from your Apple Watch, which is wow, technology has advanced. And you also have your photos right over here, which is pretty nice. So you can access all of your photos from your iPhone onto your Apple Watch. You then have the camera app, which allows you to, as you guys can see, just opened up the camera app and snap photos. So 3, 2, 1, and then snapped, photo snapped. And you can exactly see the camera right over here. So let's say I bring it up. Let's say I do that. You guys can see that my phone is mirroring onto my Apple Watch as the camera. And then I can easily snap a photo. And there. Pretty cool. So that's something I really like. And did you guys just see that? I just closed my phone and closed the camera app on my Apple Watch. So that is pretty handy dandy if you have maybe short arms, you're trying to take a group selfie. So you just prop up your phone and then you just simply open up your camera app, just like so, and you snap photos. So that is something I really do like. Now there's this Walkie-Talkie app, which is pretty cool. So let's say you have other friends that have the Apple Watch. You can simply head over to the Walkie-Talkie app, add them, and you can simply, instead of calling them, just drop into their walkie-talkie if they're on Do Not Disturb or anything like that. And you guys can talk, whether you're in North America and they're in Europe or whatever. That's how great the Apple Watch is for iOS users. Now, that is something that is also problematic for some because not everyone has iOS. And once you get into iOS, Apple tries to keep you inside their ecosystem. And then you also have your Compass app as navigation. So all in all, the Apple Watch Series 7 is a beautiful smartwatch. I can't wait to see what the Series 8 Apple Watch will have to offer, as well as the Fitbit Versa 4 smartwatch. I really like the Series 7. I really enjoyed making this video and I really hope you guys did too. So please make sure to smash that like button, share it around, and comment down below your thoughts, as well as subscribing with notifications on if you haven't already. The Series 7 is a smartwatch that you can throw anything at and it will do perfect, and it is low power right now. So I think that means I should go ahead and charge it and catch you guys tomorrow in my day in the life with the Series 7 video. Anyways, it's been Alex from Techrific with a short, raw, unboxing, hands-on review with the Series 7. See you guys later.